How do you become a professional poker player? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Andreas, and in this video I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about tilt. If you aren't subscribed yet to my channel, make sure to hit the button down there and also get the notification bell on so you get all the updates on this video series. Without further ado, let's head into today's topic, which is going to be tilt. What do I mean by that exactly? Well, for this video, we're going to just define tilt as anything that deviates from your best possible poker game, which you can also the A game. So if you're not playing at your best game, you're tilting. Who is tilting, you might ask? Well, the truth is everyone is tilting. You are tilting, I am tilting, even the best in the world are tilting. But our main objective is to tilt less than others. By doing so, we can even beat poker players that are better than us if we play, for example, for a long duration. And when they are tilting and we're keeping at our best strategy, we're still gonna win in the long run because they're just deviating from the best possible poker game, and it makes them lose in the faces that they just don't follow their proper strategy anymore. So how do we tilt exactly, you might ask? For starters, it's gonna be all about the state of your mind. When you're, for example, angry, you could make a bet that it would otherwise never make just because you're angry and you just cannot connect the dots anymore. You don't know whether to make a bet or not. The same could happen if you're overly joyful. If you're not taking the game nor the opponent seriously anymore just because you're so happy that you've been on a winning streak, you might just make very poor decisions. And the last point I want to mention here is you might be super tired or just drunk. These are just affecting the capacity of your brain by that much that you're just not able to play your A game anymore. Now we get to the most important part of this video, and it's on how we tilt less. We become mindful about what decision we are making. We're noticing when we make a bullshit decision, when we're actually making a decision that's very far off what we would consider a good poker play. When we notice that, we're gonna be able to just stop us from making a really big punt, for instance. And the second thing is we should obviously also notice our emotions. We should notice when we become extremely upset, when we become angry, when we get very, very tired, or when we get overly joyful as well, to just stop us and bring us back to the moment where we make the best possible decision. How do we achieve that long term? Well, first of all, you could start reading books about the mental game. It doesn't even have to be in poker, but if you want to start with poker, I can highly recommend you the books of Tendler and Angelo. You just have to Google them and read what they've written on poker tilt, so you will understand tilt and the deviation from your A game more thoroughly. The second thing you can do is you can start meditating. I actually picked this up again. I just want to be more mindful on what's going on in my head and just being able to have that awareness of when something comes up, and I can, more easily let it go in the future. Certainly not my biggest strength, and certainly something I have to work on extensively. But now I also want to go to the last point, which I think, makes me different from a lot of poker players and how I perceive tilt. And you should really remember that. And that's going to be the strategy. More importantly, the strategy repetition is going to be your main goal when it comes to combating tilt. If you repeat strategy enough, you're going to become an absolute beast when it comes to tilt. I'm not saying I've done that the most. There's certainly players out there who have repeatedly done strategy. They have made their strategy so clear that no matter what state they're in, they're almost never deviating, an insane amount from their best possible poker game, just because they know the strategy so well that they're playing. So you just have to look at your strategy and make absolutely sure you know what you're doing. And if you're doing the work of the game, you have fixed so much about your tilt because you just will recognize those bullshit plays. You will recognize when you have absolutely no business bluffing the river against a station in a certain spot, because you just know it's not going to work. It might be okay to do against another opponent, but you have studied the spot enough that you will recognize it. And that's really everything you need to know when it comes to tilt. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button down here, and now definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to become a better poker player. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. See you for the next one.